After US President Joe Biden's visit to Israel, United Kingdom's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will be visiting Israel to meet Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog before traveling on to other regional capitals. Meanwhile, viewers, I'd like to remind you that the death toll in Israel has crossed 1,400, and meanwhile it has crossed 3,478 in Gaza. Hamas has reportedly intensified its rocket attacks following the departure of the United States President Joe Biden, but all eyes are of course on the high-profile visit that the United Kingdom's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is slated to make. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast this morning to discuss more is Ambassador Suresh Kumar Goyal, who is a former diplomat. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX this morning. What do you make of Rishi Sunak's visit to Israel? This, of course, comes after the US president had visited Israel. What can be the outcomes of this visit?
Since there has been no declared agenda for the visit, for the discussions or anything at all, whatever we say is going to be a matter of speculation, but on the basis of what I understand and my own experience in the past, I would really say that the visit has two purposes. Number one, to strengthen the coalition, that the Western coalition with Israel. Biden had gone there yesterday, expressly conveyed USA support to Israel to the extent of condoning, or not condoning, but declaring on the spot that the attack on the hospital did not come from Israeli side, even pending investigations. So clearly strengthening the support for Israel, and Rishi Sunak's visit is a part of it. Number two, I do think that the way things are developing now in the Middle East, particularly in Gaza, Western countries are seriously apprehensive of war expanding within the region and hopeful and going beyond the kind of a limited control. And therefore, the conversations could resolve around how to basically manage and control the war expansion beyond a certain point. The war will continue, but I think efforts are going to be made to make sure that it does not expand, because no one is really interested in seeing the war expand beyond control. So I think that would be the other effort. Yesterday, when the summit meeting between Jordan King, Biden, Philippine president was cancelled, that was a setback. And again today, statements coming from Iran, they do seem to suggest that unless an immediate effort is made to intervene, particularly from the Western countries, it could become catastrophic. Yeah.
Indeed, sir, but the United Kingdom has also promised aid to the Palestinians. They have stated that their aid will increase by 1/3, which is an extra £10 million, which equates to $12 million. So what do you think there is a means of Sunak sort of going there and trying to ease tensions?
You see, Biden himself has declared an extra support assistance of $100 million to Gaza. Egypt has promised to open the Rafah border for the aid to pass through. Israel has said that they will allow the aid to pass through, etc., etc. But the problem is, there is also a very clear understanding that this aid will not go to Hamas. It will go to the Palestinians. Now, when this aid goes into Gaza, how are you going to make a distinction between Hamas and the Gazans? Are you going to basically take an identification card that you are not Hamas? And number two, the control, where is the network within Gaza for any Western country? UNRWA network has been practically withdrawn after the attack, and they are not working. So unless you are involving UNRWA or the UN agencies or somebody to distribute the aid, and there has been no indication to that effect. So I think these will remain statements, these will remain announcements till there is an effective distribution network in place.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.